Hi, thanks for tuning in to another Atomic-Moto product review video. This time I'm here to talk about the MSR Expedition LX helmet, part of their Explorer line. The Expedition LX is an upgrade to the standard Expedition. It's got a couple of more premium features and some really cool styling. I like this helmet quite a bit. In fact, this extra large is mine. I'm looking forward to checking it out. So let's get started. Okay, first the basics. The Expedition LX retails for $169.95 as of the filming of this video. It comes in sizes extra small through 2XL. Size chart is up on our website. Stick with the size chart. It actually fits true to size. There's 4 different color combinations. And by the way, I really like the graphics. I'm a little bit partial to MSR, the brand in general, and the styling of this thing looks really good, and that's one of the reasons why I like this helmet. The features of it are fairly straightforward. First of all, some background on this. This particular design was developed by the actual helmet manufacturer in the Far East, and then it is sold on a private label basis to a few different brands at varying levels of speccing. And this one, of course, is the higher level of speccing based on the stuff that we talked about earlier. What are those? First of all, a better improved antimicrobial liner inside. The liner is molded, and it is removable and washable. That's the first upgrade. The second is that it has an anti-fog treatment on the shield to make it a little bit better in varying temperatures as temperatures change. And then the third feature is on this medium over here. You see it's got this skirt underneath that is a bit of a breath deflector. And there's a fourth feature also that is, I'm not sure if this is part of the regular Expedition model, but the side pods for the shield are included, so you can remove the visor of the helmet, put these side pods on, and run the helmet in a more street friendly configuration with just the shield. Let me talk about the shell and the EPS liner on the inside. First of all, this helmet is DOT and ECE approved, so it's got a global approval. That's a good thing. It's a polycarbonate shell and a fairly standard EPS liner inside with some pretty good vent channeling. I'll try to get a good shot of that here. Hopefully you can see it. We'll drop in some detail shots of that also. A nice thing about the EPS liner on the inside of this particular helmet, it follows the contour of the outer shell. Believe it or not, some helmets, if you were to remove the EPS liner from the helmet, the contour of the inner side of the EPS does not follow the underside of the shell. There are actually air gaps in there. This one is not the case. It actually is molded so that it properly fits and follows the contour of the shell. A little bit of attention to detail there. As far as the ventilation system, there are 10 vent ports on this. They are a mix of active and passive vents. Active meaning that they can be closed. The switches on this are fairly small, a little bit dainty. You can kind of feel them with gloves, but they don't have that awesome feel of some higher end helmets. But there are 10 ports for venting on it, and this helmet does a pretty good job of flowing air. You can wear goggles with this helmet underneath. It's a little bit of trouble to get them in and up into place, but once in place you can run the goggles both with the shield down and actually with the shield up. By the way, on this extra large here, there's a little rubber breath deflector that they include on these helmets, and I'm going to take a moment to slide it out of here. This piece that is included with the helmets from the factory is pretty useless for most wearers. This will actually contact your nose and get in the way, and it doesn't aid you if you're using goggles, so you're probably going to end up removing that. Everybody's different, but for the most part I found that these don't fit really well. As far as the rest of the details of this helmet, it is a similar shell design. It's the same shell design. In fact, it's the same model that has been around in a couple of different iterations, but this is a bit of a facelift and an upgrade on it. So you see some other helmets that have this particular profile around the market, and if it looks familiar to you, no, you're not imagining things. So I've used one of these quite a bit, and again, I'm looking forward to using this. Why is this thing cool? I'm going to segue right into the bomber comments on it. Why is this thing cool? Well, to tell you the truth, it's not very special. It does the basic functions that a dual sport helmet requires, meaning that it has both a visor for sun and for styling for a bit of more of an off-road look, and in addition a shield that allows people who wear glasses or people that ride in and out of the rain or do slab work to basically keep the elements off of their face. It'll accommodate goggles. It's got a nice round, it could be a nice long oval shape. I said round, I mean long oval. It's got a nice long oval shape to it. It actually fits and feels quite good. The venting on the helmet is pretty good also. It actually is a little breezy. There's a good amount of airflow both in and around the face shield with it. Cracked a bit, and of course if you open it up then you get good airflow. And the helmet works pretty well in warmer weather and when you're off in the dirt. But really the bottom line on why we like this is pretty simple. This helmet doesn't do anything revolutionary, but it nails the basics perfectly. And it's got that MSR cool factor, the graphics, the styling, and the whole brand in general. You can tell I'm a bit of a fan. And it does it at a very, very good price point. Again, this is $169. This is the filming of this video. So if you're a guy riding a DRZ or a WR250R, or you know, for that matter, even a KLR, or even some other slightly more dirt-oriented bikes, this is a great helmet in the dual sport category. Very competitive and nice finishing on it and great fit. So that's the wrap up on the MSR Explorer LX. We are Atomic-Moto, www.atomic-moto.com. Hope that this has been helpful. Hope to see you out on the bike.